Hello! Oh, this is the wrong screen. Hello! We are here. We're ready. I believe it is 8 p.m. in Melbourne, so it's not too late. Not too late. So here we are. It's Gauntlet time as well. I've already picked my Gauntlet team, but I'll just see if I've changed my mind um, as well. But it is Gold Coast at the moment. Excuse me. Right. First game. I got a job interview at 10:30. I might go home for the second half, possibly. Who knows? I'm gonna go for a 15-point victory to Melbourne on this one. What are you doing? There you go. Hello, Flynn Stanford. How you doing? Um, Essendon Collingwood. 81% to Collingwood. I think that's partly because Collingwood have found their form again. They're not playing like the first three games anymore, which is bad news for most teams. Essendon, I think, can perform. Like, this game has brought out some classics. Even when Essendon not been that good, it has brought out some classics, even in recent years. So I think it will be closer than people might think. Obviously, this doesn't determine whether people think it's close or not. It just determines if people think will win. Maybe all of these people think it's a close game anyway, but regardless, I expect a close game. I don't think Essendon cannot do it, but I'm going to still tip Collingwood. After all that, I'm still tipping the favourites. The Giants, I'm going to say, beat Brisbane. Brisbane are not impressive this season. Last year they were great, and it was partly because of their Gabba form, but they only lost the grand final by a few points. They were the second best team that year. Um, but this year, they can't go four quarters. They can't even go four quarters. Again, even against Melbourne when they smashed Melbourne, the last quarter they dropped off massively. So it's just like, and I don't think that was just them taking it easy. I think that was just them just not being able to go the whole game. For Brisbane to win a game, they gotta like properly hit every shot and smash a team for three quarters. So I just don't trust them anymore. And going against the Giants, yes, the Giants just lost. Momentum can be a big thing, of course. Um, but I just can't see the Giants losing this game. I just can't see it. So, yeah, as much as I'd like to tip the Giants, I can't bring myself to do it. Essendon always start well and flop. Yeah, but in Anzac they do pretty well, don't they? Most of the time. But if Collingwood have found their form now, so I have more trust in them to win that game. Port Adelaide, I think, will beat St Kilda. Crows should beat North. They should beat North. It's a game I could see the North winning. It's a game I could see North winning. Just because the Crows, they've only got one win so far. They don't look that good either. They're making a lot of errors. So, it is what it is. Geelong Carlton. I'll leave this one to last. Fremantle Western Bulldogs. After that atrocious display from Freo against West Coast, I ain't tipping them. I ain't doing that. Okay, no way, no way, Jose. The West Coast Eagles had a good win, two good wins now, but I don't think they'll beat Gold Coast away. I cannot see that, and Sydney to beat Hawthorn. So yeah, this is a very boring tipping journey, to be honest. I might change my North tip, and then Geelong Carlton. I'm still undecided because Geelong are the better team. Uh, but Carlton are very annoying with winning games they shouldn't win. Um, Obviously, they're a better team now than they were, but they always win these annoying games where you think they'll lose, but they won't. Um, at the MCG, they. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Last year, Essendon were 4-1 and lost against Collingwood as that day and lost. Yeah, but they were close. Is the point? The point is they were a few points away. That's the point I was trying to make. I'm not trying to say they're winners. I'm trying to say Anzac Day is normally close. I wasn't trying to say Essendon will win Anzac Day. um, if you're going to win games, you don't think they'll win this year, and lose games, you think they'll win. Yeah, after what I saw against West Coast Eagles, I can't bring myself to tip them. If they win, then I hold my hands up. I like Freo as well, but I can't at the moment. I just can't see it. And you know, getting smashed by a rival can do a lot for you mentally as well. So there is that. But yeah, the fact that the Eagles on 8 points now is pretty crazy. So fair play. So don't know who to tip. I'm gonna trust Geelong's win streak, but I'm gonna go for North to beat Adelaide. Screw it. I had such a bad round in round 6 that I'm just like I'm gonna take risks because look at that. I got the first game right for the first time since round 2, and I thought, hey, that's a good start to the round, guys. Nope, nope. This is my fault because I tipped Collingwood first and I changed it. Nope. Damn it, Carlton. Nope. Nope. I'm just trusting the wrong teams. Yay! And I'm happy to get this wrong. Happy to. For me, this is a win, to be honest. So, yeah, there is because I had no hope, and now I have a bit more hope that we actually get some points. So yeah, in the gauntlet, it is Gold Coast at the moment, but West Coast have won twice now. Can momentum swing things? Or are Gold Coast just too good? They are 11th now. They've slipped down a bit. They'll beat West Coast. They'll beat West Coast. I'm going to stick with Gold Coast as my tip. I just look at the rest of the games. I could tip Sydney. I think they'll beat Hawthorn. So that could be a play. I trust the Bulldogs to win, but I'm not going to tip Freo just in case. Geelong Carlton, I'm not going 50-50 on that. North and Adelaide, I can go either way, I think, with that one. Port, I think, should beat Saints, so that's another one I could go for. Giants, Brisbane. To be fair, I could go for the Giants, but like that's a strong team. There's no point risking your first corner tip on the Giants this year. And then you got Essendon, Collingwood, and Richmond, Melbourne. Yeah, I think I trust Gold Coast the most here. Apart from the Giants, but I'm not going for a heavy favourite like that straight away. Yeah, so the gauntlet tip I made last week, I think works fine. Let me just check that it's saved. Because sometimes, tips don't save. But even though I did it last week. But yeah, gauntlet is picked. These are my tips. Okay, I'm trying to get them all. I mean, we all know that game's at the MCG anyway, don't need to show you that. So, yeah, it's mostly favourites. Because it was all favourites, I decided to go for North. Because honestly, that is the underdog I trust the most, which is funny. And we're not counting Geelong because that's 50-50 basically. We're not counting that as a minority. You got Dogs, Pies, Swans and Hawks last round. Giants should win against the Brisbane Lions. I think they will, but I'm not wasting the gauntlet tip on them now. I don't think it's worth it doing it that way. So that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. So yeah, if you guys didn't know already, there are videos on my personal channel, Sir Davidoff. There's 2 tier lists. This one's 45 minutes. That's because I'm reacting to every club song, and I'm ranking them in a tier list. And this one's my favourite AFL teams. So check these out. This one especially. I think I had a lot of fun. What's going on here? Yeah, I mean, what's going on in the thumbnail? I mean, you got to click to find out. But yeah, there is that stuff too. If you want to check it out, it is over on that channel. So yeah, these are my tips. I've gone to Melbourne to beat Richmond. You never know. Melbourne sometimes can have some bad games. Hello, Luke. How you doing? You never know. Richmond could pull something off. They did beat Richmond this year. They did beat Sydney this year. I'm not ruling Richmond out completely, but I'm going for Melbourne to win. Anzac Day. A few rounds ago, I might have said Essendon, but Collingwood have found their form again. And Essendon, you never know which way Essendon turns up. But these games are normally quite close on Anzac Day, so Could be quite a good game, but I trust Collingwood more to win that game. I don't trust the Lions at all. They've not shown in any game this season that uh, that they are good enough to, actually be a contender this year, which is disappointing because they were great. They were literally grand finalists last year, lost by a few points. So I trust the Giants more than that. Port Adelaide, I think, will beat the Saints. Adelaide could well win the game, but I'll go for North. Adelaide have only won once this season, so has to be pointed out. Maybe in Tasmania, North can pull that off. Geelong, Carlton, I think could go either way. I'm going to trust the fact that Geelong haven't lost yet. They keep finding a way to win. But Carlton normally end those sort of streaks. They ended a few streaks last year, so and this year as well. Actually, they got a win last week, or just the weekend just gone. And then Fremantle, Western Bulldogs. I don't trust Fremantle at all. The fact that most people have tipped them is hilarious to me. Gold Coast, I think, will beat West Coast, but it could be closer than we think. And I think Sydney will easily beat Hawthorn. I'm expecting like a 40-point margin at least. I hope I'm wrong about that though. What I think of the Hawks result? Yeah, very happy. Happy that we can actually, win a game. Obviously they're terrible as well, but still, it's just like there's been so many games where we've been able to do something good for like a quarter or 2 quarters, and look so hopeless for the rest of the game. It's like it's nice to know that we can actually maintain something enough to actually win. So that's nice. Even if it's against North, I'm happy to take it. So yeah. Hello, Mask. How you doing? You're a bit late to the party, but welcome. We've made all our tips. We've stuck with Gold Coast in the gauntlet. But yeah, these are the tips I've gone for. 91% Adelaide Crows is, to me, I know North are bad, but I'm just like, you never know. Not ever doing North Melbourne things. But yeah, look, I think this won't be a smashing. I think it'll be closer than people think. I can't see Freo winning, so the fact that this is like more people tip Freo is crazy to me. This could go either way. This, I think, will be close, but I think Collingwood will win. I think Collingwood will win. This could be closer than people think, in my opinion. Richmond will not do that badly in that game. So, yeah. Eagles will win. They are unbeaten. No, they won't win. Alright, so they won't win. They are not beating Gold Coast away from home. It's not happening. Stop! The only other gauntlet tips I'm confident are GWS and Port Adelaide. I'm not putting on GWS because that's a very good team who win a lot of games. We can save them. Port Adelaide, I could put it on them. I could put it on them because they always drop off at some point in the season. But I'm going to stick with Gold Coast. I'll stick with Gold Coast. So, yeah. Excuse me. Watch Alec because we're winning against North Melbourne now. Did you not see them destroy Freo, the best defense in the game? I don't know about that one, Chief. You're tipping against Geelong one last time. If they win, you'll never tip against them ever again. Fair enough. I'm gonna stick with this. I'm sticking with this. So, yeah. This has been interesting. Once again, Sir Davidoff for a couple AFL videos. Just so you know. Especially the Club Songs one. Yeah. Excuse me, sorry. Definitely, if you don't want to watch the whole 45 minutes, definitely watch the Giants bit and the Port bit. Because I turn into a madman for some reason. Gauntlet from the 2 worst teams. That's how you win. Look, listen, I'm going to tip Gold Coast, and we'll see what happens, alright? Let me see what happens in the next rounds. Let me see what I could potentially do. Right, we're doing Gold Coast. I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to be stubborn, okay? Oh, you got Showdown in round 8. That's good. and it's a night game. That's nice. That's if I'm not in a different job by then. Um, wow, you got Cards of Collingwood, and it is literally just a weekend of rivalries, is it? um, okay, no, and a Q clash, So it kind of ends there. I could tip the Bulldogs. I could tip the Bulldogs in round 8. I think that's an easy gauntlet tip. And before you mentioned Hawthorn beat them last year, yes, I know that was very good, but it won't happen. It won't happen in round 8. uh, okay, there's options. There's options, you know. Okay, it might be Western Bulldogs. To be fair, Saints for round 8. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, the Saints could go for the Saints. Why am I not tipping Adelaide? The season is over. Gold Coast will choke to the Eagles. Hey, Ravino's here. Ravino, Mask, and Mr. Cat in the same chat. It could be chaos. Even though the stream will probably end in 10 minutes. 5 minutes. I found at work yesterday, right? There was a customer that bought salmon for £80. It's like an entire salmon, literally the whole fish, in a box, in a big white box for £80. The order was cancelled due to damage to packaging or whatever. I bought it for £25. I'm just like £80 salmon for £25. Give it to me. That's my favorite food to eat. So I've got an entire salmon in my freezer right now. Very nice. Just thought I'd mention that. Round 9, I would go for... So yeah, round 8 would be Bulldogs or St Kilda. Round 7, Gold Coast. So we're trying to think. We're trying to think very hard. There's some tough options here. Adelaide v Brisbane. Oh, that's going to be a fun. You know what? We'll think about round 9 when we get there. Round 9 looks hard to tip for the gauntlet. But my gauntlet tip is Gold Coast. Okay? My gauntlet tip is Gold Coast and it will stay Gold Coast. Once again, bit of promo. Sir Davidoff. But yeah, these are my tips. I'm going to stick with North. I've missed a lot of comments. Jeez. You saw my club song video, don't agree with your West Coast view. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think the intro saves it. I actually like the intro. It's better than the previous song. You take Geelong this week. Losing round 16. Don't know about that one. You tip Adelaide, you either go out now or win the whole thing. Saints for round 8. Gold Coast never lose at home. If it was Optus, it'd be a different story. Save Suns for against North. I could, but like then who do I go for? Like, I'm not trusting Adelaide enough. If I'm not going for Gold Coast, my mind is going Port Adelaide or GWS for the gauntlet. But GWS are they're too good to tip now. So Port Adelaide if it's not Gold Coast for me. Mourinho, how did that defence is an important thing go? Freo defence first, get obliterated. Fancy whatever round it is, Hawthorn always been taken into consideration for the gauntlet. That's fair. Good day, AFL legend, how you doing? So David's given up in the first round. He cannot win. He didn't tip Adelaide. What do you mean? I can't win because I didn't tip Adelaide in the gauntlet. I don't trust Adelaide to win, first of all. What do you mean? David thinks West Coast song is better than any other song in history. What are you talking about? I put it quite low down, but I just put it higher. I put it higher than Carlton's one. Do you think Essendon, Brisbane, Adelaide, and Carlton different? Take 2 top 4 teams and give up any hope of winning. Why is everyone assuming Adelaide are guaranteed to win? Where is this trust coming from? They've won one game all season. You better not get eliminated in the first round of the Gauntlet again. You're going Collingwood for Gauntlet. You trust him at the G. Play a top 4 side. Genius at work. Took a week to order a replacement lion. That's the same lion. What are you talking about? You're tipping Gold Coast. If a video would tip them, they're doomed. North are terrible, that's why. I am aware that North are not very good. I am aware of this. Okay, I'm not trying to say, oh, North are a good team, guys. What I'm trying to say is they can beat Adelaide. I think they can beat Adelaide. Maybe not based on the last 3 rounds. But they can beat Adelaide. I'm sorry. I know they're losing. But this can beat Adelaide. I'm sorry. This can beat Adelaide. I'm telling you. I'm telling you that can beat Adelaide. I know there's L's here, but Adelaide doesn't look much better. Okay? Flipping. Let's put them both side by side. Like, okay, that's a close game. To be fair. Sorry. I'm sorry. Look at that. Their one win was against Carlton, who like lose games they should win. I hate Adelaide. They're one of my favourite teams. What do you mean? Are you having a laugh? They're like 4th in my club rankings on Tiermaker. What are you talking about? Adelaide beat Carlton. Yeah, but like, how often do underdogs beat Carlton? Like every season. I didn't prove myself wrong. No, look. This is better than this. I'm just saying. How can it be my favourite team? Well, how can it be your favourite team? Well, you can watch the video here to see on Sir Davidoff. This is my full ranking. Oh shit, that was a bit of a spoiler there. But yeah, Adelaide are up there with my favourite teams after Hawthorn. So I don't know why. What's this hate Adelaide thing? I'm just, I lost in the Gauntlet 2022 for tipping North against Adelaide. Did I? Well, that was a different time, mate. That was a different time. That's because North were losing every single game. And I thought, hey, if they win one game, it's this one. That's a different scenario. This is round 8. I lost that Gauntlet, like, further down the season. It's been a great compilation. Watch someone fall and run, rave over how bad Adelaide are. I'd have been 150 points. David says Adelaide's. What do you mean North's? I was talking about their loss to the Giants. What are you talking about? Take North for the Gauntlet if I'm so confident. You're having a laugh. What are you talking about? I'm tipping Gold Coast. I think she did against the Crows for North and lost. Yeah, in the Gauntlet, as you said. Gauntlet is a different mindset to the main tipping thing. Because in the context of that season, them and West Coast were choosing every game. Sorry. Based on the context of that season, them and West Coast were losing every single game. So to win the Gauntlet, you had to like get lucky and tip them at the right time when they would actually win. And North won, I think, like a week after that as well, against an unlikely team. So like, I just got the week wrong. That was a little bit different. You're just making up scenarios here, Mask. I was comparing North scoring a lot of points against GWS to Adelaide getting smashed by Freo. Where did what's going on? And you're also all forgetting that I went for North because I've gone for all favourites. If I go Adelaide, who am I? Am I going all favourites again and losing like 7 tips? What's going on? What about North getting thrashed by Freo? Scoring 34 points against Freo is a little bit different than scoring 76 points against Freo. 34 points against Freo is really, that's really bad. Like Hawthorn would score more than that. If Hawthorn played in Perth right now, they would score more than 34 points. Go for Essendon or Brisbane. You trust Brisbane? Have you seen them this season? I'm not going for Essendon. I mean, Essendon are more likely than Brisbane, to be fair. I think it could be a close game, but I can't see them beating Collingwood this time round. Why is everyone saying Brisbane? Brisbane have shown in every game they can't go 4 quarters. What do you mean? Name one game this season Brisbane have been good every quarter. Because it's not happened. Because they can't do it. They just run out of steam or whatever. They can't maintain. They can't maintain anything. They beat Melbourne because they managed to get enough points in the first 3 quarters for the last quarter to not matter. I'm supposed to trust them. I'm supposed to trust them. Brisbane are about as unlikely as North. I'm going for North. Melbourne and North. Melbourne? Professional politician. Okay, so come on, Mask. Come on, Mask. What is the context to Adelaide scoring 34 points against Fremantle? I'm curious. Was Freo's defence that good? Giants also have Toby Hogan, Taylor, and Canelio out, David. Yeah. That doesn't mean Brisbane will randomly start winning. Brisbane will not win that game. They have not been good enough. They've had one good game. Even in that game, they weren't able to maintain their form. Free the best defense in the game. Do they though? Do they? Freo had the best defense in the game. How close did North get to Geelong compared to Adelaide? Okay, so I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Where is North against Geelong? Okay. So I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. But if Adelaide played at the GMHBA, they would lose by a bit more than at the Adelaide Oval. I'm just saying. I'm pointing that out. If this game was at GMHBA, it wouldn't be 19 points. Okay. Let's just point this out here. Geelong don't lose there unless they're playing the Giants or, there's a few teams that win there, but Adelaide beat Carlton. Yeah, but that's Carlton. Carlton are very unpredictable. They lose games they should win. they win games you think they'll lose. Like, look what Carlton did this round. But he beat the Giants. The Giants hadn't lost a single game this season. Like, that's just Carlton. They're unpredictable. Look, listen, right? Listen, right? There is no... I have this specific mindset to not go all favourites, apart from a couple rounds ago where I was definitely wrong to do that. And that kind of proves that I shouldn't do that. Alright? I look at it and I think Hawthorn will not win. West Coast are playing well, but they will not beat Gold Coast away. This one 50-50, 50-50, we'll leave that out. St Kilda will not beat Port away. Okay? I'm not saying it's impossible, but they're not going to do it. Okay, I don't trust the Lions at all. They have not shown in any of the 6 rounds that they are good enough. Okay, I know the Giants have players out, but they'll probably still win the game. Anzac Day is normally close, but I don't trust Essendon enough to win this game. And then I don't like Richmond could pull something off. You know, they beat Sydney this year, but I'm going for 1. Okay, and then I'm gonna go for North. I'm already tipping 3 underdogs. Am I? Yeah, but this doesn't count. This doesn't count. Geelong are not an underdog. Not this season. This is 50-50. I don't care that this is 4% more. Geelong are not an underdog here, and neither are the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are not an underdog against Freo. I'm sorry, they're not. Hawthorn might have a better chance to win than North. I wish. I wish, mate. If Hawthorn beat Sydney, I would do Mars McGee's forfeit. Okay, Mars can let you know what that forfeit is. He said it 2 times already. Not today, but he said it before. Once again, just say these videos here, check them out. Sir Davidoff, ranking AFL club songs. I recommend it very highly. It's me reacting to every song, that's why it's so long, but it's worth to watch. And here are my favourite AFL teams. Just quick promo once again. Carlton Premiership favourites. No, they're not. Geelong going to be favourites because not everyone has tipped. Geelong's fullback is out. Charlie Mackay have a field day. Mackay will have a field day, yeah? How often does that happen? Sydney could easily lose. We lost to Richmond at the G. Why do you think Hawthorn will do something? Richmond are better than Hawthorn. For now. Have I done my EPL predictions? Yeah, I predicted all 13 games for over the weekend and up to Thursday. Someone clipped that and posted it on their channel. Who are Premiership favourites? Right now, I was going to say it's between 2 of the Gs, between the Giants and Geelong. I'm going to give it to Geelong for now, just because they've won every single game. The Giants have only just lost their first game, of course, but yeah. For me, my flagman is still the Giants, but yeah, Geelong. Right now, Geelong are favourites, but this could change constantly. I mean, who else is... Sydney are doing well, but I don't think they're favourites. At least not in my opinion. It's one of the 2 Gs. At least, you know what? I'll go as far as to say, Geelong Giants, one of them will be in the grand final. At least one. Maybe not both. It could be both, but at least one of these teams in the grand final. I'm telling you, I'm locking it in right now. Richmond aren't heaps better. Yeah, they aren't heaps better, but come on. You really think Hawthorn are doing something against Sydney? Come on. Obviously, you're a Sydney fan, so you all know a lot about what Sydney can do and can't do. But come on, we're not that good, guys. we're not very good, mate. Brighton v Man City, what a game! Yeah, I'm hoping that Arsenal can beat Chelsea on Tuesday. I'm hoping so, but it's going to be a tough game. Um, but if we can do that, then City will have to beat Brighton and Nottingham Forest, both away within 3 days. Hopefully, there's something there. But I still think Man City win the league. Arsenal winning all 5 games is a very hard ask, to be honest, considering we got Tottenham and United away. But I think Man City will probably win every game anyway, and that wins them the league regardless, even if we win all 5. Excuse me. What do you mean you're not very good? We just smashed North. What? Yeah, we smashed North. The only other team has not got a win yet. The main reason I even tipped North in the first place is because I wanted to go for one underdog. I just trust them the most out of all the underdogs here. That's just what's wrong with that? Risks are there to be. It's not like I'm winning the bloody comp, am I? I got like 2 last round. This round, I'm not winning this. I'm ranked 28. Who cares? Who bloody cares, mate? I'm already 9 tips behind first place. These lot are doing really well. Jeez. Like, they're only getting 5 tips, but obviously it's a hard... Like, the guy first got 4. But, like... But I ain't bloody winning the comp, so it's just like... I might as well take some risks. Okay. Jeez. How to trust the worst team more than any other teams. You guys are suggesting Brisbane and... Who was it? Essendon. Essendon, okay. Okay, possible. I predict a close game anyway. Brisbane, I have no trust in this team. I don't care who they're playing. I don't care who's out. They have to play bloody the bottom 5 to actually be favourites. Pretty much any team below Brisbane, they'll be favourites against. Any other team, I don't trust them at the moment. Even at the Gabba, they're losing. They've lost like 3 times there already. As a Port supporter, seeing the Crows lose to North. You're a Port supporter, Ravino. Ravino, once again, I recommend this video. Because you're a Port supporter, I think you'll enjoy this one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When Davidoff reacts to club songs, yeah, I think Port fans will appreciate where I put their club song. Why am I getting a phone call? I'm on mute for a second. All right, as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, if you're a Port fan, I think you might like this one. I gotta promote where I can. North surely won't win. Basically, sports nut. Welcome to the stream. I want to tip one underdog because I've got all favourites. The 250-50 games, I've obviously these just don't really count as like favourites, underdogs, whatever. The rest of the games, I wanted to go for one underdog, and I'm going for North. I just thought I'd take a risk. Who's better, Adelaide or Hawthorn? Adelaide. Bro, everyone's better than Hawthorn except North. That means I put Port in E. No, I didn't put Port in E. I'll tell you that much. Well, this guy, listening to this guy's opinion, he said West Coast song is better than literally. What are you talking about? I'll put West Coast like 4th from bottom. How is that better than everyone? This guy is a Carlton fan or a North fan. Because I put West Coast song above Carlton and North because those songs are so boring. Okay? I didn't put them like first. What are you talking about? Makes sense that North will beat Adelaide, who are better than the side that smashed North. Yeah, but a team beating a team doesn't mean they're better. Just look at bloody... Look at round... No, not round 5, sorry. Wait, is it round 5? No, round 6. Round 6. Or is it round 6? Which round was it that... Is it round 4? I can't remember. Whatever. The point I'm trying to make is, right, if a team beats a team doesn't mean they're better. So like that argument goes out the window, in my opinion. Of course, we're upsets. Like, you're saying there's better options than North Melbourne, but you're saying Brisbane. How are they a good option? They can't. For sake. Got 2 tips and now wants to tip North. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say. What's wrong with the Suns as a gauntlet? They're going to beat West Coast. You got to start the gauntlet strong with a win. What do you mean? Everybody knows I usually go with the gauntlet like 1 round at a time. Sometimes I look at like 3 rounds ahead. I don't go... You've gone to round 14 and said, don't tip Gold Coast. I'm just like, I'm not going that far ahead. Alright? Brisbane usually beat the Giants. Are Brisbane usually this bad? Brisbane have been a good team the last like 4 or 5 years. Not this year. They're actually competent last year and the year before and the year before that and the year before that. In the regular season anyway. Take Adelaide for the gauntlet. I am not taking Adelaide for the gauntlet. Are you having a laugh? I cannot tip Gold Coast. They will lose. They will lose. Lose. Brisbane beat Melbourne at the MCG. Yeah, and if you... I've literally used that as an example. Brisbane this season have not been able to maintain for the whole game. Melbourne is another example. They won that game because they smashed the first 3 quarters. The last quarter, they were not good. So I'm pointing this out. For Brisbane to win a game, they got to smash a team for like half the game and hope that they have enough of a points tally to hold on. Because they can't even against North when they won the Gather round, they didn't look too great either. Why am I so worked with Brisbane losing 1 game to an undefeated side? Brisbane could have beaten them. Last year they win that game. I'm not just talking about their Gather form, because last year they were actually competent. In the first and second quarters, they should have been ahead by a large margin, but they decided, oh, you know what, we don't want to kick straight anymore. And then in the second half, they dropped off like they normally do. David is just biased. Biased about what? I literally... My favourite teams after Hawthorn are Brisbane, Adelaide, Freo and Melbourne. I've criticised 3 of them in this video. Where's the bias? What bias are we talking about here? I'm literally tipping North to win. I'm a Hawk! Do you see the big football over there? Behind me. Rain games are relevant outside of that 1 game. Welcome to the stream, Taco. Welcome to the chaos. Everyone here is convincing me not to tip North Melbourne, which is fair enough. But I want to go for an Adelaide. I want to go for an Adelaide. I want to go for an underdog. Get him, Taco. Mars McGee. Every time Taco comes in the chat, Mars McGee starts going at him. Now suddenly he's on the same side. Flip flop, flip flop. Adelaide should have beat Essendon. Yeah, but they didn't, did they? Okay, look, listen. Listen here, guys. I think I've done okay here, if the only tip I'm being criticised for is North Melbourne. No one's going mad at any of the other tips. I'm just saying. This could be 8 out of 9. So I'll take 8 out of 9 at this point. The 69420 said revealing Rick's polls about 10 times now. Because the umpires were bribed. I've actually had fun debating this, but I'm going to be stubborn. Okay? I'm going to be stubborn. Alright? I'm going to stick with what I got. I'm going to stick with Gold Coast for the gauntlet. I am not going to tip Adelaide for the gauntlet, like Mask is suggesting. And I have only tipped North because I want to go for one underdog, and I thought I would take a risk. Don't shoot the messenger. That makes no sense for this scenario. AFL admit that they should have got a free kick. Yeah, well, AFL admit a lot of things. They still lost the game. I've driven Mask is an Essendon fan. I've driven him to the point where he feels Essendon should have lost the game. You see they got paid $1,000 from an anonymous source. Possibly Brad Squat. Because David was dumb and changed his tip from Port to Pie. Look, there's PTSD there. I tipped Collingwood for the last round and then I changed to Port last minute. You've got to pick decent or good sides to win in an upset instead of crappy sides. Crappy sides have won upsets before. What do you mean? Remember last year when Hawthorn beat Western Bulldogs? Hawthorn and West Coast beat Western Bulldogs last year in the last few rounds of the season, when the Dogs were trying to get to the finals. Things can happen. There's a pyramid. David is a kingpin behind this cult. Alright, I'm going to go and eat some salmon now. Not the one in the freezer. We also bought some salmon for a couple of days ago. Also, that job interview I had yesterday. They've invited me for another interview, but this one's like you get to work with someone and they want to see how you work. I'm just like, geez, how many interviews are there? I had an online interview, I had a phone interview, I had an in-person interview. Now I got to do a practical thing. What's going on? Guess they're careful with who they hire, but I've gotten this far. Look, listen, I'm going to stick with my guns, okay? Thank you to people who watched, every single person, even the ones that disagree with me, which is literally everyone in the chat, which is fair enough, okay? Literally everyone in the chat disagrees with me, but that's fine. We can debate these things. This is good. We've all had a discussion. No one's insulted anyone. We can do things like this. I like this, debates. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine. I'm happy to be wrong, but I'd rather take a risk and be wrong than not take a risk at all. Okay, so maybe my gauntlet should change, but I am not gonna my gauntlet. I put as Gold Coast. I could change it to Port, but probably not. Okay, so I think I'm fine. Okay, so you're not okay. Ravinio's the only one in the chat agreeing with me. Should I be happy or worried? Because I'm confused. Do a poll, who will win? Ravinho, get your odds. So the video says that it's actually Master has the odds. Master says Mr. Cat is Ravinia. Right. Alright then, before I go, there's a poll in the chat, guys. Oh my days, it's gonna get flip's sake. But what a save. I've dropped my water bottle, but I just caught it just in time, but it did drip a bit. Where are the tissues? Over there. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there's an alarm. If the Crows win that poll, it's rigged. Surely it'd be rigged if North won the poll. I'm just saying. Because when you think about it, you know. How often does my alarm go? Every half an hour, mates. Every half an hour. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna see. I'm the Alter. No, mate. Look, I don't know who that is, mate. That's Davidoff Clips. That's just a gaming channel. You should watch him. He's got some good gaming videos on there. Who's that guy? He seems like a vlogger. Is that a cheetah in his profile picture? Wow, that's crazy. The guy touched a cheetah. Wow, he must be very brave. Oh, hello, Davidoff Films. How you doing? Who's this guy? Oh, it looks like you like Batman. You're a cool guy. You also agree with me that North will win? Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. You've been on to cheetah, but not swim in the ocean. What are you talking about? I've swam in an ocean in England, and in Australia. I've dived into the Great Barrier Reef. What are you talking about? Almost half of 26 people voted for North, I'm just saying. Almost half. 50-50. 14 people each. Say no. Yes, see, I have people agreeing with me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. It's crazy out here. Also, I like to point out, Mars, that cheaters tend to avoid humans, even in the wild. And I don't mean like humans in cars. I mean like, as in like, you walk down into the wild. A tiger will attack you. A lion will. Most big cats will, but cheetahs tend to avoid you, even though they can catch you quite easily. There's not many cheetah attacks on humans, but you know. But shark attacks, that happens a lot. Crocodiles, like I think 1,000 people die. Was it a year or was it? I can't remember. Australian waters are a bit more deadly than a land of cheetahs. North winning the poll, look, and this isn't even me. I only got 3 other accounts, so I'm just saying. I think someone is rigging the polls. I don't know who it is. Lying in the background as a phone making all the outsetting and back to David from to vote. Oh my days. We've been here almost an hour. This stream's going to end just after an hour. So when it hits the hour mark... Hello Jay, welcome to the stream. Davidoff is so ready to take North for the gauntlet. I'm not doing that, mate. I literally said I'm tipping North because I want to pick an underdog. Not because I think they'll 100% win. If I thought they'd 100% win, I'd also go for the gauntlet as well, yes. Or would I? Surely I'd go for a safer option. See, Jay vote for North Melbourne. See, I've got people agreeing with me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Meanwhile, the stream's gone up 19 views since the poll started. It was on 66, now it's on 85. Stream doesn't end until I change my North tip. No, it ends at an hour. And I'm going to be stubborn. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay? But I'm happy to be wrong. Okay, you understand? You understand, people? Even if the Hawks lose, you think it'd be even if the Hawks lose, you think we'll keep it close against you. I mean, I hope we do well. Even like against Geelong, we had like a really good couple quarters. We showed something against Geelong, who are the best team in the comp right now. So, you know, we could show Sydney something. Funny how Ravina and Moss haven't talked. They're busy rigging the poll. Just a reminder, of the 7 games that have a clear underdog, I am trusting North the most. That is all it is. It's not because I think, oh, North will definitely beat Adelaide, guys. It's not about that, okay? I'd also like to point out, if it was at Marvel, I would not have gone for North. We need to distract David with the talk of King Hawthorne at the AFL. Ridiculous. I was going to wait for 32 votes, but... yeah, there it is. There you go. We got a vote for Adelaide at the end. So, because polls don't show up when you rewatch the stream for some reason, which is just stupid, here it is, guys. Out of 32 people, 53% think North will beat Adelaide. Nothing to do with me having 4 accounts and 3 of them voting. Definitely not. But someone else was definitely rigging the poll as well. So it's either Mask or Ravinho. We know it's one of those two. I don't think it's Mr. Katz. He could be a third imposter, but I highly doubt it's him. But it could be Mask, and it could be Ravinho. So that has to be pointed out. I'd also like to point out that you could actually chat and change accounts at the same time with different devices, even on the same device. Especially if you have 2 monitors. I'm just saying. You can have one tab open the second tab, switch accounts, and the first tab does the same account. I'm just saying. So we've got to watch out for these people. But I don't think it's Mr. Katz. It's either Mask or Ravinho. Who is it? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But that is it for the stream. We have just gone over an hour and 30 seconds. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Actually, wait, you can't even see it. Wait, hang on, wait a second. That's behind me. There you go, there's the poll. There's the poll. Okay, there it is. There is the poll in all its glory. Okay, 53%. 53%. Okay. 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 Right. You shall end on this this glorious screen. 9 out of 9! 9 out of 9 is coming. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Go Hawks! I don't trust the Lions enough to say go Lions. And goodbye. North are going to win, guys.